Hello and welcome back to 7 Days to Die and our How to 7 Days series. Now I'm recording this way ahead and I will finish the recording way ahead because I'm sort of in a groove right now and it's really not much I can screw up at this point, to be honest. So I'm going to keep on recording. And yeah, for me, the day, it's just later on in the same days as when I started day 4 and episode 4. So just be aware of that. However, we almost have all our tools, which we started crafting in the absolute end of the previous episode. And yeah, you do want the claw hammer, you do want the iron pickaxe, and you want an iron shovel. Now that is going to require you to have a forge and quite a lot of forged iron. It's not too much, but it's a bit. You need to eat a bit. And once we have eaten 4 of... No, I will eat all of them. Oh, let's leave 1. Let's drink the energy drink, basically. We will... Alright, I actually have that on me. Let's put you away. Put you there. You want to have painkillers with you because they are actually quite useful. Now, there is one thing we want to do, and that is the workbench. Now we should, once that's crafted, have enough forged iron for it. Now, how is it looking on... Oh, we have a lot of mechanical parts. Yeah, as you can see, once you have a wrench, getting mechanical parts is easy. It's very easy. However, if you don't have a wrench, it's nigh impossible getting any of them. Let's modify this. Now, here's the thing with iron tools. Iron tools require, if you want to repair them, they require repair kits. Repair kits, if you want to make them, require forged iron and duct tape. And we don't have a lot of duct tape left, I can see. Let's make 5 more of them. And I think... But I don't have any murky water, do I? No, I don't. Okay, whatever. We have enough here. And we will... Don't need that right now. Now, what you need to do, if you want to make a workbench and you have a wrench and a claw hammer on you, you need to put them away in a box. Any box, doesn't matter which box it is, but you need to put them away so you don't have them in your inventory. That is super, super important. Now you can pick up the really bad ones you have and put them in your inventory. Then we go here, and now we will use the level 1 wrench and claw hammer. Not the level 2 we put away because we don't have them in our inventory. They don't exist. However, if we go back, put them in our inventory, we can see that, oh, but we have 2. Let's craft and see which one do they use. It ate our level 2 one because... yeah. So, just to be safe, always put away the tools you want to have if it's needed in a recipe. So we now have only the level 1 claw hammer and the level 1 wrench. Now we can craft and use those. Now we can take these ones back, and here they are. And this one we can put away. Here we go, and modify, put that in there. We can scrap that for that. I will take the repair kits with me, and guns out. Let's see if there's any really dangerous stuff outside before we do much else. Always run the perimeter and see if there's something really nasty out there, because there might be. There might actually be something quite nasty outdoors. Okay, we actually have water quite close, so I will go and get my empty jars, which we have put here. Now, empty jars, if you have them in your toolbar, can be filled with water. If you are close to water, have the jars in your toolbar and have them selected, and then you right click, you fill them up. And there we go. Now we have 26 jars of murky water. Now if you want to make them into like drinkable water, you need to go into your campfire, go to drink, and make them all into boiled water. Now, I think what I want to do is actually use a lot of them to make glue. Here we go. Turn on. Oh, let's cook. I might want to actually use the murky water for what I wanted to use them for. Might be a good idea. And the BDU top we can scrap. Let's put that back in there. Put you in there and eat that. Scrap that. Shove that in there and let's head out. Oh. It's no longer really bad weather. That's nice. Yeah. We want to head to... Actually... No, we want to head to the horde base. I was about to say we want to head to the trader, but no, we don't really have anything to sell. He has nothing new to sell us, so we don't have anything new to buy from him. Let's go out. There we go. Yeah, the marksman rifle you need you need to actually like do like right click to get the sight out, but yeah, when you have a weapon like a firearm which you zoom in, you right click to get the sight, it uses stamina. So be careful, and yes, it is the same with AK-47 and the pistol, so be careful with running out of stamina if you need to run away. Because stamina can disappear quite quickly. We need all the wood we can get. Plus, it's nice to get the area cleaned up a bit. Now, here we are. Now, we don't want to continue upgrading with our stone axe. We can do that, but it takes 3 like hits with a hammer to actually upgrade. We want to use our claw hammer. We do the upgrading exactly the same way by right-clicking, but instead of 3, it's 2. So it's a lot quicker to upgrade. Now, we want to upgrade this all the way around this way. And we have made the workbench, but we're not going to do anything. We want to make a land claim very quickly. And then what I want to do is, if we had any clay, which we don't, I would have wanted to done that. We leveled up. We're level 10. Not sure how, like, which level I'm going to be once day 7 rolls around, but oh, I forgot to upgrade all the ones up there. Now, if you, as you can see here, we upgraded the wood once again, and that is something we are going to have to do. We are going to, like, just making the wood like this is not going to cut it for day 7. We are not going to be able to defend this place from zombies if it's just like this. This is not going to work. Now, we have this frame up and running like that. What I want to do now is take my bike, go back to the house, and what I want to do is to see if we can put down the workbench. And the workbench, as anything else, let's take that away from there. As anything else, once you have it on your toolbar, you can rotate by left clicking as anything, and you place it by right clicking. And here it is. Now, anything you can make in your inventory, you can also make in the workbench. So anything you can craft on your own is something you can craft in the workbench as well. And that's something which we are going to make use of. Once I get this out of the way, I will show you what I mean. It's a bit of wood as well, so it's not actually a massive waste of time. There we go. We want to pick the clay. We have 750 cobblestone. So we basically want like 2,000 more-ish. However, what we want to do is make this workbench make a bunch of cobblestone. So let's put it to make 500. Now, if we had more stone, we could have said, okay, now we might want to make 500 in our normal storage, in our normal crafting inventory as well as the workbench. However, here we are. We can't really do that because, yeah, we don't have enough stone. Here we go. And let's craft that because we might need more. And then it got dark again. Okay. Now, where am I going? Some random place apparently. We need wood. Wood. Now we need way more stone than we have. And I'm not sure exactly where to go right now for that. I thought I saw something over here. Take care of you. Because what we need, I think this place actually has quite a lot of cobblestone. Let's pick up the chairs to get some free. Wood, that's what it's called. But yeah, the iron tools, you spend a lot more, like you spend a lot more stamina, but you swing a lot less. Oh, a working chemistry station. Interesting. Now, be careful in this place, because not all the floor is actually something you want to walk on, as you can see there. Yeah, there's a big portion here where you don't want to walk on the floor. Anyway, see if we can there's a zombie somewhere destroying something, but that's fine. But yeah, there's a hole down there which brings you down to a doom pit, basically. It's not going to be pleasant if you fall down there. I have no idea where you are. There's a breaking happening. That's a reload. And there's a bit of cobble, but it's actually not that much. I might be wasting my time here. And yeah, dropping down there is not a good idea. Because there's a lot of places in this game which has fake floor. And if you fall down in such a place, you can expect a lot of zombies waiting for you. Basically. Anyway, we got a bit. It took just way too long to actually get the little bit we got, but regardless, some is better than none. Good, you taken care of. There's a bit in there as well. Oh, okay. There was actually a third one. Is this a wandering horde? Like, again? Or did it just happen to be a bit of zombies in the same place? Oh, it's a wandering horde. Okay. Let's see if we can get some stamina back. There we go. Efficient use of stamina. And we need more stamina. Wasn't really my idea of going zombie hunting today. To be honest. Oh, a claw, another claw hammer. There we go. Let's take the tree here, because it's nice and easy to get. Let's head back to... yeah, let's head back to the horde base. Let's arrange this car, because we're here. I thought I... thought I actually, like, got on the... bicycle there for a second, but I didn't. Which confused me quite a lot. Way more than it probably should. Now, let's cut down this tree so we get a bit more wood. And once this is down, we need to... We have got quite a lot more. Let's see, we have 105 cobblestone. Okay, that is fine with what I'm going to show here. So, what we want to do next here is upgrade all of this to the next level of wood. Now, for that we need quite a lot of wood. Upgrading all of this is going to require quite a lot of wood. The reason why we need like such a large amount of wood is because there is going to be a lot of blocks to be upgraded to the second stage of wood. And yeah, that is going to require quite a lot of wood, as I said. And this is just the frame, so it's not just like this we have here. It's going to be a lot more than just this. There we go. And Upgrade all of this to the next level of wood. We have... No, just this one now. Yep. All of them are now done. Now, there is... I would say 8 blocks you have to upgrade from here on out. Before you do anything else, there is 8 blocks you have to upgrade. And that is this one here, this one up here, and this one here, and this one there, here, 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 and here. All those corner, the absolute edge pieces have to be upgraded to cobblestone. And that is why we need the cobblestone. And as you can see, we had 105 before. We have 25 now. To upgrade from this level of wood to cobblestone, we have to have 10 cobblestone in our inventory for every single block. And that's, now you might see why we need so much cobblestone as well. Now, let's drink a bit because we are getting thirsty. Now, from here on out, we have a few other things we have to do to get this to work as it should. So, let's place all the blocks as such, where we have these square frames, these not there, like this. And we have to leave this window here on the second row. And you will see why at some point. Now, this is a window we are going to use, so that's why we don't want to put any... We don't want to seal off this place. Now let's upgrade all of these so they are like that, so they are cemented in place. Boom, 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 and all the way around we upgrade. And this is why we want the claw hammer. The claw hammer is going to make the upgrading a lot quicker. Now, if you find a nail gun, use the nail gun. You're probably not going to be able to make one, but you might find one or be able to buy one. But I would say only buy a nail gun if you have money over after buying a gun. And the difference between a claw hammer and a nail gun is that you click once, you right click once on a block and it upgrades instantly. So it's just one click instead of holding and waiting for the animation to do it twice. And once we have this here, we want to go back to the blocks. And now we want to hold R to get the radial menu. Go to shape, release R when you have it hovering over shape. And then we want to go to wood wedge tip. We can shift click to set it and get out of the menu. And then we want to hold R again to select on face. And then we want to click left click to rotate it. So it's the tip is up and the more thick part is down towards the ground. So it's like this. If you have it like this, it is correct. And then we want to do that all the way around on every single block. Now here you can see, if we do it here, you can see why we need to upgrade this block here. Because if we put this block here and this is not upgraded, we cannot upgrade this unless we break a block. So make sure you upgrade all the corner pieces we did, as I did here. Make sure you do that. It's going to save you a lot of time, and resources. But then, if you have done that, just place all of these wedge tips all the way around as such. So you get this. Just make sure we're not having any company. Nope. And then we want to press R to get into shape again. And then we want to use the wood frame wedge steep corner top. And press R to rotate and put it in there. And we still have the on face here. So make sure you're actually facing the ground, because if you face one of the blocks here, it's not going to place correctly. So make sure you face so it actually places like this. And then we just rotate it so we fill out. And then we can upgrade this as such. And this way, no zombie will be able to like stay here easily. So they will be pushed this way. And the reason why we have this tip here is because no zombie can like be hiding behind the block, the lowest block. And then we want to go into shape again by holding R to get to the radial menu. And then we want to choose the wood frame ramp. And not this block here. Like where I placed that block, we do not want to place it to pick it up. We want to have a free space here and then one up like that. We place it like this. Make sure it's it's placed like it is here. So the rampy bit is out like that. It should not be like this. It should be like this. Then you place it all the way along. Don't worry about covering some of these places because you can reach them from inside. However, I see that now. This pillar, this block here, this needs to be upgraded. Otherwise, you will not be able to reach that. You might not be able to reach that. Anyway, let's do this. I will leave them open and I will go and see if I can make some cobblestone or find some. Nothing there. At least not what I could see. No. Anything here? Yes, there is cobblestone. And we also have this. Thank you for the stone. Yeah, this is very easy stone to collect. And it's 15 each of these pallets. So... and there we go. Okay. Right, I do think I know where I'm going to go if I want cobblestone, and that is the construction site I happen to have in my town. You might not have it, but you might have other places which has a lot of cobblestone, or you can make it. I have 40. I should have enough to now finish this. There we go. Let's put in the last ones here. Like that. And once you have this, you start upgrading those as well. Now, on the other side, we have the normal wood, but we can reach that from the inside. So that's something you don't have to worry about. It's just the corner, which is something you have to upgrade. These corners here is something you have to upgrade all the way, basically, to be sure to be able, so you can actually get them to cobblestone. More or less everything else can be reached from somewhere else. Go. We should have reached all the way around soon. But yeah, as you can see, with Plowhammer and enough resources on day 5, you can very quickly punch out these kind of bases. Now, for these corners here, we want to make our wooden frames to be wood frame full corner. So in the radio menu you get the shapes and choose wood frame full corner. And here we are going to have to do a bit of advanced rotating. So you do R and choose advanced. And then you click until you get to this. It has to look like this. And then you do that for all of them. And like that. Like that. And like that. So once you have done these corners like this, you can upgrade them into wood. So you get this bit that sticks out like that. Now, why do we have this? Now, why do we have this here at all? There's a very simple reason. The zombies, when they get here, will start jumping. But since this is here, they will get pushed away from this place. So they will just try to get in here, start jumping and jumping and jumping, and they jump a lot better than you do. So they will get pushed out a bit. So it's a bit of crowd control. So you can control zombies, how they get to your wall and your defenses. Now, we want to get back to the normal wood frame. So that's what we are going to do. Now, I will make myself some stairs like this, so we can sort of reach And now we want to place frames all the way around here. Don't worry about structural integrity, because if you have upgraded all the way like I have done here, it should not be any problems. And yes, structural integrity is a thing in this game, so be very careful with how you do. If you have a frame, make sure you upgrade it, like I did. If you have done that, it shouldn't be any problems with building more and more. But you need to, as you go, upgrade stuff. And you will, when you upgrade this stuff and build this base, you will get quite a lot of experience. So you might see yourself leveling up like 2 or 3 times in one day from building, which is very useful. And that's just the way it is when it comes to building. Here we go, all the way around, and we have 843 wood. Now, when it comes to the roof, like, this is just way too open. We can't have it like this. You might get vultures during the night. Feathery birds that fly, which are really pain to deal with. So what we want to do is seal up the roof. For that, we want to place frames in one ring like this. We will upgrade them, but first go into your crafting menu and choose to make 8 wooden bars. 8 of those. Then wooden hatch you will make 1 of. And then you will make wooden ladders. Is it 5, I think? Doesn't matter if you make too many, but I think at least 5. And then we will upgrade these frames. At least 1 step. So we increase the structural integrity a bit, just in case. And voila. Then we want to take the wooden bars and we have to now say on face and place them like this. Oh, I will remove that. I will not tolerate that. Now, if you don't want to have this going, and it's quite hard to pinpoint on the bars, just push R and hold it down to get the radial menu while you face the bars and copy rotation. And now it will keep that rotation for all the ones you place. Now, since I destroyed one, I need to make 1 more. It's a waste of wood, but there we go. Now, there is a reason why we're doing this, and you will see why. Now, let's take the ladders. It's important to do this in this order. If you don't, you will destroy the hatch. If you try to place the hatch now in the hole in the middle here, it's going to get destroyed. So don't do that. Place the ladder. You can place 1, and then you can place this. Now, here's a really important thing when it comes to hatches. If we have the hatch like this, so the handle and the hinge is as it is here. If I stand like this, the handle is to the right and the hinge is to the left. The left side is where the ladder is. That's where you're going to climb up. Do not do this. Have it like this. Have the hinge away from the side of the ladder so that when you place it, it will go away from where the ladder is. It's going to be so much easier getting in and out if you do it like that. So, yeah. And now we want to make sure to place the ladder down like this. You need 3 ladders. I made too many. Too many. Anyway, this is what you want. You can jump up to this ladder. You have to jump to get onto it, but that doesn't matter. What's important is that it doesn't obstruct your movement inside there. This is a very build heavy episode, but that's just the way it's going to have to be. I will put this out here as well. Make a bit more space for level ground. You don't need to do that, but I want to do it, so I'm going to do it. Here we go. Almost all the way around. There we go. Now I can pick all of these up. All of those, except the stairs, since I want to be able to get in. Now, there is there's going to be a bit of a different way of getting in. And you have to do the jump, like you have to do these kind of stairs to jump in. And that is going to be true for day 7, but you don't want to leave any frames like we're doing right now on day 7. You want to pick them up before you actually... so there's going to be a bit of a way of getting in. Now we want to make use of the day we have left to try to get as much upgraded as we can. And I would probably say that tomorrow is a day we are going to spend doing a lot of stone mining, because yeah, we don't have enough stone to do this. Here we go. We have used a lot of wood at this point. And yeah, you're going to have to upgrade all of it. Like everything has to be upgraded. You can't leave like anything in wood. You really want to keep everything in like the best kind of quality you can get it, and upgrading to cobblestone is going to be super important. But for now we are going to upgrade everything to the second stage on wood, or at least as much as we can. I think we might have enough wood, but I might be wrong. We have way more frames than we need. However, I urge you to make 300 frames just in case. It's better to make a bit too much and then scrap than not making enough and then seeing that, oh, I didn't have enough wood and I can't, like, I've used up all my wood and I don't have enough frames, and it's basically day 7 and it's just way too late. So make sure you harvest on day 5 is the latest day I would say you can start gathering wood and stone and clay and so on to make all the things you need. Let's upgrade this as well. Now, the wooden bars, you need forged iron to upgrade, so you don't need to upgrade that. Let's upgrade the hatch at least. Can I upgrade this? Yes, I can. And yeah, to upgrade it like I did here the second time, you need just normal iron. So this kind of iron you need to be able to upgrade it. But then further than that is not necessarily possible. Here we are. It's completely done like that. And what we need to keep 8 frames. The rest we can actually destroy. But we need to keep a bit of them. Now we need to gather even more wood so we can make a few wooden spikes. There is a reason why we need those spikes. So make sure you, if you don't have the wood, make sure you get the wood so you can actually make those spikes. Because they are going to be quite important. And yes, it is running late. And let's see. If we can start getting back now, because it's a bit too late. We need to get back. It's almost nighttime. So yeah, tomorrow we absolutely have to get cobblestone. We have to get all the wood we need left to do the rest. And let's eat. Can take that. There we go. Let's toss that away. And put the glue in there and see, we would need to make a bit more food, however, not really possible at the moment. Let's drink a bit of water and stand at a corner and yeah, looking through my skills here. Now, you might not be level 11 like I am. So you might not have enough, like as many skill points as I have at this point. You might have more. Depends on what you've been doing. And how long your days are. If you've set your 24-hour cycle to be 1.5 hours of real time, then you will have more time each day to, and it's actually quite a lot more time. It's that extra bit of time you have to do that extra bit so you can like get stuff done. And so yeah, going through my skills here, we have perception 3, lockpicking 1, Lucky Looter 3, that has helped me a lot. Having a Lucky Looter on 3 is what I would say is a requirement. Like 4 and 5 is really, really good. Yes. But having on 3 good fortune is something I would say a requirement to find good stuff. Now, we have Treasure Hunter 1. That is actually something you don't have to take. You don't absolutely, you do not have to take this. You don't really need to take lockpicking either. I just did it because I wanted to. As well with Treasure Hunter, I felt like, yeah, I've been digging so much, so let's take one so I just have to dig 7 blocks instead of 10 blocks to get the treasure search radius to reduce a bit quicker. Salvage operation, I would say, is actually quite useful regardless, because it makes it possible to craft your wrench. Now, you might be able to find the schematic, but I would say being able to make a quality 2 wrench and not rely on finding the wrench schematic is really nice. Plus, you actually get more resources if you have the first level. Then we have Sexual Tyrannosaurus in strength. That is really important. Really, really important, because it reduced melee and tool stamina usage by 8 and power attacks by 15. That is really important. Minus 69er it's good to have. It's really good to have. However, I would not say it's required to have for day 7. It's really good because the iron tools is better than the stone axe. It just is. Then fortitude. I haven't really put anything in here. Pain tolerance is something you can put into if you find yourself getting hit a lot. And then, let's see. In agility, I put in one into hidden strike. That is quite good. Now, if you find yourself not getting any sneak attacks, it's completely wasted. So if you see that, okay, I just wake them up all any zombie that I come across, I can never get a sneak attack on them with a bow, for example. That means that the hidden strike one, like cutthroat, is not going to be useful. It's better to not pick hidden strike from agility at all then. Now, advanced engineering, you might find the forge schematic. And if that's the case, you absolutely don't need advanced engineering. And if you don't find forge, like the forge schematic, I would say you actually need to pick advanced engineering, because the forge is required. The forge is required because you have to be able to make anything. Like you have to be able to make your own forged iron. It's just way better to do that. The workbench is not really necessary for day 7, but it's really nice to have. Now, the intellect tree is really expensive to spec into. Now, I have the nerdy glasses, so I have level 2 through them, because they increase my intellect attribute by 1. But if I take my nerdy glasses off, it's actually going to remove that +1. So it's not a permanent one. if you do have the nerdy glasses. So that's why the number is green instead of white. Now, we would have to spend a lot of points to get a workbench. It's something you want to have, but you probably can... You might find the schematic for it, and that is probably the best way of doing it. Now, Grease Monkey. If you really want the bicycle, you can actually get Grease Monkey. However, Grease Monkey requires intellect to be on 2. If we take our nerdy glasses off, I can show you that it's grayed out. Intellect level 2, bicycle mechanic, Grease Monkey. So intellect has to be on 2 for that, if we want to be able to make that. However, I have found all the schematics, so I technically don't need it. But it depends on how you feel. I would probably say that the most important things to have is Lucky Looter on 3, Salvage Operations on 1, Minus 69er on 1, Sexual Tyrannosaurus on 1, and that's it. Anything else is just a bonus. And situational, basically. So, for example, pain tolerance. If you're never getting hit, pain tolerance doesn't do anything because it just reduces HP loss by 5%. So you, instead of taking... So if you take 100 damage, instead of 100, it's 95. So, yeah. It's good if you get it to take if you're getting hit. If you're not getting hit, it doesn't do anything. It's just a waste of skill points. So, what I will put my 2 skill points into right now is Bachelor, the Master Chef, level 1 Bachelor. The reason for this is because the first level of Master Chef has bacon and eggs. It also has boiled and grilled meats. However, bacon and eggs is probably the best and easiest thing you can make early. So I will take that. That's also the reason why you want to keep all the eggs you have like find from birds' nests. I did sell 2 at some point, but keep them. If you're taking Master Chef, keep the eggs. Because you need meat and egg to make bacon and eggs. And then... Good question. Now, what is this? I actually need to look. You're a rifle, aren't you? Which means that it's actually perception. Right. Anyway, I think it's actually more interesting to have it in, at least for me, have it in light armor. I think. Maybe I should do Pummel Pete? Pummel Pete is good. What's the time? Okay. Just needed to check what the time actually was, since time continue to progress when you're in your menus. It's only when you press escape get to basically the options menu that you pause the game in single player. Do note that it's only paused when you play privately on your own. Yeah, I will actually take Pummel Pete because that means I can make baseball bats. And a baseball bat is just a better wooden club, technically. However, for a baseball bat, you do need forged iron, you do need wood, and you need leather and duct tape. So, yeah, as I said, I have put a bit of stuff into stuff like skills I technically don't need, but is helping with a few things, like lockpicking and treasure hunter is actually two things I technically don't need, but it does help. It does help a bit. Master Chef is something that it's really nice to have, but you absolutely don't need it. Miner 69er, maybe you need it. It's good. It helps a lot. But technically speaking, you're not required to pick it. However, Lucky Looter 3 is required. I would say Salvage Operations 1 is required. Sexual Tyrannosaurus 1 is required. And yeah, that's it. And Advanced Engineering Blacksmith 1 is required if you can't make the forge. If you find a forge schematic, it's not required anymore because you can make the forge. If you don't find a forge schematic, it is required to take Advanced Engineering 1. Just the first one so you can make the forge. But we are going to end here so we don't drip into the next day and eat up all that juicy time. So we are going to end it here, and if you have reached this part of the episode, the end, so to speak, once again, I'm impressed, and yeah, thank you. So, was it anything else that I'm forgetting? I don't think so. If I am, then I'm going to have to wait until the next episode. So for now, thanks for watching, goodbye, and I hope I'll see you in the next one.